Back in the 1870s, he theorized that separate food sources could produce different bill shapes in male and female birds. It turns out Darwin was right. And the Caribs are living proof. Although hummingbirds are built to feed on nectar, they cannot live by nectar alone. It doesn't provide any protein. So how do they fill out their diet? Surprisingly, these creatures that appear so delicate and peaceful are actually aggressive hunters. They prey on insects, which can make up more than a quarter of their daily diet. And they come by their taste for bugs quite naturally. Hummingbirds are evolutionary cousins of swifts, speedy little birds with short bills which live mainly on insects. And like swifts, hummingbirds are experts at aerial predation. But scientists had never really figured out how hummingbirds, whose bills are designed to feed on flowers, manage to catch insects with such deadly accuracy. Biologist Gregor Janega was impressed by the birds' skill, but studying their technique would not be easy.
It's hard to see. They're very small and it happens very fast. And for that reason, we really do need to use some sort of technology like high-speed video to get a look at what's going on.
To examine their methods, Janega constructed a more confined hunting ground. It's basically a big fish tank, stocked with a lot of fruit flies and one hungry Anna's hummingbird. You might expect that the hummer would use his long bill like tweezers or chopsticks to snatch insects out of the air. That would be quite a feat.
If our lips and jaws could extend in front of us approximately 4 feet in length, then imagine trying to, grab your nearest orange or something with jaws that are 4 feet long.
Slow motion reveals just how the hummingbird makes the kill.
Oh, that's a good one.
Rather than using the tips of his bill like chopsticks, the hummer opens wide and the flies never stand a chance.
He's not going along with the chopstick model of I'm going to pick everything off with this long beak and only use the tip of the beak. He's using really the base of the beak and trying to use the fattest part of his jaws to catch the flies.
The hummer's lower bill can actually bend in the middle to spread an extra 20 degrees, converting those chopsticks into a catcher's mitt.
Through this flexion of their jaws, they're able to make a really large capture surface.
With that big gulp, a hummingbird manages to keep its long bill out of the way. And that makes it a lethal predator. Less like Tinker Bell and more like Jaws. Whether they're feeding on bugs or blossoms, hummingbirds must consume a lot of food just to make it through the day. On average, more than half their body weight in nectar alone. That means visiting more than 1,000 flowers between dawn and dusk. And it's no wonder they eat so much. A hummingbird's metabolism is stuck in overdrive. Even at rest, the bird's heart rate can be up to 600 beats per minute.